Well, Keith, thanks for stepping in for Mike Slifer tonight. Fun to have you on the weekend show.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. He's ice fishing, I think. So he's
I know, lucky guy.
He's not from Maine, but he's got a lot of very strong Maine tendencies. So he's got that going for him.
Yeah, well, you picked the short straw. You came in and worked while he had some fun.
Yeah, well, you know, he's always there for us. And he actually ended up with a pretty nice weekend overall. We got a better day coming tomorrow. Right now, temperatures dropping into the 20s, teens, into the mountains, 9 in Freiburg, one of the cold spots as it often is. Cold spot and then hot spot during the summer. They have all the fun there. Here's what we're thinking for overnight lows, dropping a few more degrees into Freiburg and Waterville and Bangor at 12, 17 or so along the immediate coastline in Portland. Had a couple snow showers out there today. Didn't do much except for in Augusta, where there was about a coating or maybe a ½ inch of snow there. For the most part, just a couple of flakes that have flitted around, and now we're in good shape through the rest of tonight. Tomorrow I like better than today, and it mainly has to do with the sun. The temperatures are about the same, but the sun this time of the year actually kind of matters. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can be really cold with the sun in February still, but the sun angle is about the same as it is about mid-October. I'm ballparking that, but it's around mid-October. So it does help, and when you're outside tomorrow, you'll notice that. Now, Monday, we start with a little bit of sun, but we end up clouding up pretty quickly. Here comes our next system. I hesitate to call it a storm. It's really just a cold front, but it will give us some snow on Monday afternoon into Monday night. Now, there will be probably a little bit of mixing along the immediate coastline. I don't think that's a huge deal, but it could just knock down totals there a little bit, which you'll see in the snowfall map here in a second. Otherwise, it's light to maybe briefly moderate snow Monday afternoon into Monday night, and then this thing is out of here easily in time for Tuesday when we start to actually get a little bit warmer on the backside of this system. So instead of using the computer models, this time I drew a map. It ain't that cute, but it's 1 to 3 for a good part of the state. And then along the immediate coastline, because there'll be some mixing and boundary layer temperatures are in the mid-30s, it's not conducive to a lot of accumulation, under an inch, and then under an inch to the north, we're just too far from the system. So a little fresh coating, another kind of insignificant snow event. As we get into mid-next week, we start to warm up, and I use that loosely, obviously, for this time of the year, but you don't see any of those purples, right? They're up in Canada, and that allows us to pop into the 40s probably for a couple of days, Wednesday, Thursday, and then back to reality a bit on Friday. But I think that'll be nice. We haven't had much of that, oddly enough, even though it's been a mild winter on the numbers. We haven't had too many actually mild day high temperatures. So this Monday night into early Tuesday, there's that snow event. Again, not a big deal, 1 to 3. And then clearing out on Wednesday, looks really good Wednesday, Thursday, and then much colder likely on Friday. In fact, Hannah, I can already see calling in that favor for Mike on Wednesday. This looks like a good ski day, I think, for a lot of people. And they've had, I've gotten out a few times, they have a ton of snow now after a slow start to the season. So
it'll feel like a spring skiing day.
I love that. I'm really here for March and April because, well, you used to be able to have your face out when you're skiing. You can't this year, but in general, goggle tan. You know?
Well, I'm a big wimp, so I love spring skiing, and if it gets too cold, I just whine the whole time.
Yeah, no, I get it.